Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? Yeah. OVO Sound 2025. Who's calling that shit?
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Effie? Was it Danny? Is it Marty? Where's the function?
Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine ass home, and that's real. Stop teasing me, stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me, leaving me. We got sticks in the club illegally. Got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta pop that ass to the morning come. You want shots for the girls, damn, order some. Who's calling it? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? Hey.
Is it
Stacy?
Is it
Becky?
Is it
Keisha?
Is it
Ashley?
Was it
Danny?
Is it
Party?
Where's the function?
Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function?
Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Hey, how many hoes in this club? Is it just me and you, my love? I don't mean to call you no hoe. I just heard about the things that you do, my love. And you're just like me if it's true, my love. Hey, you can see right through my love. Hey, I see your waist shrunk, my love. Hey, you got some bass in the trunk, my love. Damn, how many hoes in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad now pimping for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got drinks, jokes, sex, and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love. Hey,
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me.
Yo, yo, yo. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Finally, back on this Kingdom Come Deliverance, man. Finally. All right. All right, there we go. All right, we're just going to continue on. We're not very far in, so let's just see where we're at. It's been a little bit. Alright, there we go. No, don't sit down. Alright. So we need to sleep some. Cool. 9 hours is a long time to sleep.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Cause it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over.
That's the
I'll
sword.
find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
It's the old witch's daughter, I'm assuming.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Of course, we're gonna lie.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
On the back,
That's
it's a
good.
baddie.
Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh.
I feel like you're talking a little too
Must be
much.
serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I feel like that lies a little too far.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange.
Maybe I should have.
but
I should have
soul
just went for
won't
it.
Find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility. Or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Facts.
Thanks.
No need to be rude.
I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Yeah, that fella is pretty annoying. Not gonna hold you. I think we're a little hungry. Still don't have a bowl. What does that mean? Does that mean my armor is broken? Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta fix some things for stream real quick. 1 second, 1 second. I know, sorry. Give me a second. There we go. There's that fixed. And there's that and that. All right, there we go.
Look who's finally up! Henry!
What's up? What's up?
Come and join us!
Hold on. Does that mean I'm dirty? I don't know what that little armor thing is at the bottom. I'm assuming
Good
somebody will
morning,
tell me
Henry.
at some point.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the
Put it on
spring.
thick.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Obviously.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
His eyes about popped out his
That's all we
head.
need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
Her eyes make me
They want
uncomfortable.
from us. But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall,
Right about that.
you
You're
already
right.
got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Townburg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough.
How did you beat this fella?
Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell.
Hey,
What else
thanks
did
for
the
the
two of
follow.
you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know
Ooh, some
which way to
schnapps.
turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry
Dope,
says,
dope.
may
Alright.
God bless you for your generosity and
Like
your
we've
healing heart.
talked a lot.
You have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House
So
of Light
still
for
talking.
all time. If you should ever find yourself in
All right, that's enough talking. For me,
nothing
bro.
against the hospitality of the good women folk
Come on.
here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I agree. I do need my
Not
dog
much.
though.
He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking?
Is that the one from his dreams?
He's long since over the hills and far away.
The one that stole the sword?
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me, I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him.
You don't believe me.
That's nonsense.
That's all right.
Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing
I
his
don't like him anyway.
And Otto
That
von
stupid
Berghoff
haircut.
is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard.
It was.
and I'll
It
get
was
him.
not dark.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go.
Do.
You never know.
I don't even want to know where you got it.
I hope I won't need
A
it.
hunting
Well,
sword.
as do I. But better to have it than nothing. Come on. Let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Facts. Ooh. Kind old lady. And she gave me some bread. Yeah, for sure. You wait till I come up. I'm gonna come back and bless you. You wait till I come up. I mean, you do technically have some dead bodies just around dug up for you, but they really carry sacks like that when they were moving? I thought that was like a Bugs Bunny thing. I wonder what the reason is to carry him like that. He could have just carried it with his hand. What do I know? I mean, there are bandits out there. Maybe yelling wouldn't be a great idea. Okay. Girl, what's your name? Oh yeah. So do I just get to keep that dog since I lost mine?
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
Technically,
And
I made your potion.
wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Have great guards at this place.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa!
Oh no!
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
They just threw Duke on him?
That I!
Oh man. It'd be.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about?
I like your hat.
Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir.
Hat's kind of fired.
Messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
No, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are.
We don't have the message.
The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Begone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Why are you rolling like that, man?
Wait, one moment!
I mean, we did say we needed to go back. Could at least got our clothes.
The fuck?
Horse.
Who's that?
Don't touch me.
So now what?
Why you just have a bucket of poop
There's
up
only
there?
one thing we can do.
Go drink at a bar? That's the only thing we could do? Okay. I feel like there's other things we could have done.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Get wrecked. Oh, that's my money.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
He's starting to heat me up. Why is he being so disrespectful?
Not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Can't stand people like that. You never yell at your waitress. Ever. And you stink. How you gonna be mad? You stink. Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Obviously, yeah, we're gonna have to definitely wash up. I'm dirty. I got blood on me.
Have a good scrub. Get some better.
And from what?
Then
I
they
ain't
might
killed
believe
nothing.
we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our
got
bill
blood
here.
on
Never
me.
mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
We could go back. I already know he's gonna say no. So let's
we'll
just
earn some.
yeah, we'll earn some coins.
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And
You mean by
where
you?
will you find a
You mean
decent
we?
tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
We're laughing stock right now.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message,
Your
no
call.
coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajena's. The best way to honor their memories,
As it is for us all.
is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Is it me or does Henry kind of sound like a pirate?
Gentlemen.
Like a bad pirate accent.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you finished,
Tighten up.
walk for work.
Stupid haircut.
Cheers.
I'm telling you, he is eating me up. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench.
Oh, I tell you.
Ooh.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who
Stuck
we
him in
are.
his jaw.
Go to her.
First guy gets blood off you.
God
You
be with
never
you.
pull up.
A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a
Picture.
half.
Okay.
I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got
That's
the lovely job of
big
keeping
teeth.
the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around
Told you you
mixing
needed
with
to shower
my guests
first.
here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I watched before we left.
Talk about your captain.
Oh?
Alright.
What was that? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is
Okay.
beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
Oh, give me. We gotta have a conversation.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I want you to call me a boy.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits.
Alright now.
Some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I
Oh, she
work at the
gaslighting
castle,
me.
and I wasn't at any pond.
You know very well what I'm talking about. I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight.
Oh, you
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
Stop calling me a
I can
vagabond.
handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please.
Okay,
I
don't
know
be
what's
grabbing on the
I
people.
know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
But you don't know who you are. You're just people that got attacked by bandits.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. You'll be there.
Okay.
For sure.
No, wait.
Stop grabbing on the.
Lay your hands on me again.
You deserve more than that for grabbing on people. Don't be touching people.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Alright, it's up. So we need to get invited to the wedding.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off,
a
like
lot
I
more.
said.
Alright. Let's get it over with.
To do.
Over there by the
She might pay us.
there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door
Can't relate.
leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
That's right. Kind of worse
All right,
beneath it. What?
We'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll
You
do
don't
it.
have to turn up on me, Kanye.
We're
I've already said I was gonna do it.
I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallis.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life.
Ain't we from Scallops?
But I know this place inside and out.
Ooh.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Me about this wedding.
Nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
I don't know what you said.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Okay.
Who
Who's
is
Sameen?
this? Sameen.
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family.
Okay.
And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. They
Which
used
one's
to
Olda?
be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still
Okay.
have some clout.
Where's the wedding? I guess.
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Yeah, you're not dressed.
It seems that's really
Dressed
our
like a
only
scarecrow.
chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Okay, all right.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
Yeah,
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you
Obviously.
don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
So you don't do yourself a mischief. Where's the
the
pantry?
pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss
I
it.
think she said that already.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Are you going to the wedding? That's what's up.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Oh,
Truth to tell,
rude.
it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet.
I know,
But
I know.
otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
I have
Well,
no
then,
idea
Be
what they say.
careful.
What's a Miller? I don't care about
I'll
your
go and
tavern.
discuss it with my friend then.
I've had enough talking.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Okay. Stop waving at me. Something about the hired hand. No. I want to talk. Let me go chat with these fellas. Are they the ones? Are the brother?
Cheers.
Cheers.
They're not the brothers.
One day, when their time comes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No.
Cheers.
Aye.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
I ran away. No.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm just an ordinary tradesman who minds his own business.
An ordinary tradesman, you say?
I find that hard to believe. Me and Crazel have had our eye on you for a while now.
You look like beggars, but you talk like learned fellows. You two are an odd pair, all right.
Do me a favor. It's obvious they're two hard-up students, or apprentices. What do they call you, lad?
That's right.
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
Need some bread.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a
That's right.
blacksmith.
That's right.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes 2 of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. Let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill? The job's cleaner and less grueling.
Oi, I asked him first.
I think I prefer the smith.
I was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge.
I need a new sword.
I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me, that's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
Radovan.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Sameen.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Couldn't give a
Because
toss.
you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Sameen and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Talk that talk.
Sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm
Talk that
saying
talk.
is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
So that it's going to be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding, and he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right,
It's a Miller.
right. I won't say another word.
I'm about to look at what a
Simmons
Miller
bound to
is.
keep a damn close eye on his big day, so you won't get in without an invitation.
Is there any way get to?
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
So,
I guess.
How can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
Aye.
Like a
There's always
blacksmith?
lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Bugger it. Cut the mysterious horse shit. You'll scare the lad. Look, if I'm satisfied with you in the smithy, I can guarantee you'll be at the wedding.
Or,
That's what's up.
if you came to help me at the mill, I'll get you there as well.
Keep your nose out, Crazel. The lad wants to work for me. It's his family trade, so don't try to mess with his head.
Well, maybe he'll change his mind.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got
Around
good
the
reason
bandits?
to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true.
Why is this dude out of breath
Couple
talking to me?
villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
I saw him on the gate tower when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
Right. I'm good. I think
got to be going.
Wait,
think I've learned everything I want to
something
know.
else I want to ask. What's your story? Are
Speech
you
6.
students? Apprentices?
You ain't, are you? You look too scruffy.
We're messengers who were supposed to deliver a letter to Sir Otto von Burgov. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's
Evil
day.
times.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Farewell.
The clearer it is to me that
That'll be easy. How about y'all?
we could come up.
Greetings.
Who was she talking? I thought she said something about the brothers and whatnot.
Excuse me?
You know, so she's safe.
I guess not. All right, kid. Let's go grab these bags.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me.
You're right.
Didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
You got that feeling,
What?
Henry?
Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we
Sacre
can get to
bleu.
him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's
Right.
going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well,
You're going to work?
I thought we could both get
You
jobs.
clown?
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
No.
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
Right.
Ordinary people have to work their whole lives.
Thought that talk, Henry.
So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit.
Me and this fella's about to have
Bellatoris,
a good old fashioned
the
scrap.
warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
This fella done heating me up. I kind of just want to be done with it. I'll just carry myself.
So, which do I
Yeah,
go to?
actually, talk to me.
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard.
Whoa.
And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
Right?
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labor, it wouldn't be such an offense against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, Be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I don't want to have this conversation anymore.
You could give me a hand.
It's up with this dude.
Ah, stop whining.
It's up with this dude. I'm finished.
Well,
I'm finished with him.
If it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
Scratch my back.
Well, giving me a large estate.
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
I can't stand this dude. I really cannot stand this dude. That's crazy to me. All right, y'all give me 1 second. Quick minute. All right, my fault. All right, that's better. All right. Okay.
Where is that?
This looks like the sack.
Oh, that isn't half heavy. Oh.
It's not half heavy? I don't feel like chatting. Are these two the... I thought she said something about a brother-in-law. Alright.
Service is kind of slow today.
Alright, there we go. Don't post stupid stuff in my chat, please. Alright.
You're in need of money, friend. Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass. Isn't it a bit early?
What did I do to you?
Right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
As usual.
If I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment this year.
2. It's taking forever. Those aren't the 2 people, right? They're talking about.
Is that supposed to be Latin? Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No.
Oh boy.
I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies.
Yo, we're starting crap.
They're gonna cut down the old oak tree that crushed them. Oh, no. Why?
Alright.
What did you say?
Oh.
It was their own fault.
Hey, this dude is really heating me
They
up.
attacked themselves. What the fuck are you trying to say? Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in
Everyone
the rocks,
knows,
maybe.
huh?
Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Alright, I need everybody to calm it down.
But calm down, both of you.
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody
perfectly
relax.
calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Okay.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling
Oh, he
the
didn't
truth.
fight anybody.
In fact, I'm willing
Kinda
to
ran away.
overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna
Sir
get stuck.
Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Alright.
Oh, I'm so
Which means
scared.
I'm gonna have to teach him a lesson, because you're garbage.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin
What?
friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Uh-oh. Me? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, but he stopped. Too much of a gentleman, Henry. Where'd you come from? What's good? Yes, up. What's up? Who wants some? You want more? Yep. Oh, yep. What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
That us?
Oh, you... Okay, he stuck me from the side. Alright, yeah. Now y'all gotta jump, though. Y'all gotta jump, though.
You want to try me?
Henry has no stamina.
What do you want?
Henry.
Get him! You're no match for us, fucker!
Henry, your stamina's done.
Corva, I'm wounded.
Nice hit! Show your stuff!
Alright. No, it ain't. It's up. I know, Henry, you're tired as crap. I know, Henry. It's almost over.
Enough's enough! Time to die, you bastard!
Somebody said time to die. That's not good. That's not good. We need to back up. Henry.
Get to fuck!
Listen, they was jumping hard. I don't know that was winnable, but we fought our hearts out, Henry. Why are we the ones? We're getting jumped. Okay, all right. Well, that was dumb. That was dumb of you. I can't stand this guy. I really can't stand him.
This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
Yes, shut your mouth.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
That's what you get.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work,
Why y'all throwing stuff
we'd
at
have
me?
coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Are they throwing pineapples? No, I mean pineapples. Coconuts? What is that? I don't know
Who
what
the
that
hell
was.
do you think you are?
Bro, I'm sick of this dude.
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child?
Spoiled child.
You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
This
And
dude's
whose
really
fault
heating
is
me up.
that?
This dude is some...
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe
You're not wrong.
You're trying
That's
to put
true.
the blame on me.
Should have shut his mouth.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea
Whoa.
how the world
All right.
works.
Okay.
And you're a spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the
True.
fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you.
Up to where?
You and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure
Good word.
nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless.
And then I saved your life.
Keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the
Talky
start,
talk.
you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All
Yep.
you cared about was whoring and boozing. You
Talk
know
that
full
talk.
well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
Whoa, alright. You're kind of taking it a little too far, Henry. Need you to calm down.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Henry took it a little too far. I'm not gonna hold you. Whose job is it to clean up that fruit?
Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
I'd like to see you try. I would like to see you try.
Isn't that Otto?
Good. Slapped right in his mouth.
Oh shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines.
What do you mean by that?
I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Bro, I'm gonna be picking you up on the side of the road.
Oh. Yeah.
This dude's so whack, man.
If I were in your shoes,
Good.
I'd be glad to be rid of the
Sick of hearing his voice.
Huh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I need a bath. I need to know where my clothes are. Alright, current reputation. Yep. Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. Okay. Reputation.
Suppose I really do need to
Figure it
find
out.
some job.
Figure it out.
If I'm mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
So, lady. Just want to talk about. Ugh.
What do you want from me?
I don't want
Did your wedding with help of the blacksmith. Did your wedding with help of the miller.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna do blacksmith.
I've been begging.
Maybe
for
he'll
arms
let
over
me get me a
days, but I
sword.
didn't get any real coin till today. And
If that's a bad idea, somebody's gonna
the
have to tell
scene you
me.
made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
I also need my dog.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression.
Mm.
But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get
What are you,
better.
the sheriff? Why do you have a badge on?
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Old Tomcat.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
That type of guy,
Do you
right?
think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
Lightweight?
Pull wagons. But if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure.
Sound like he was
If he's
soft.
that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
You didn't listen to me. You can take him on, but I think you'll get trounced.
Are you
I
certain?
heard what you said.
Believe me, Tomcat knows some trick. Clubbers everyone like little boys.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He
Okay.
breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Top-notch guy. Okay.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
What do you mean by other skills? I don't like the way you said that.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just
Bara.
Bara.
Looks
Just
like you know
Bara.
your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
This fella's a terrible flirt.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
It's fair.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving
city.
landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a
So-
while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you
To get your talking skills up, you just have to keep talking. Is how this works?
But I'd like to go somewhere else.
Like your fighting skills, you just gotta keep fighting.
I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller.
Just all this
I
talking
know, man.
puts me to sleep.
But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them. Just
like to
don't
put on
stay
clothes.
too long.
You said you were going.
Reputation lost. What'd I do?
Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg.
What she turned down on me about?
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do?
I'll ask this one last question, but I feel like I'm prying. I don't
afraid
like
of
prying.
work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful?
What's wrong with this fella?
Streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese. I appreciate your concern, but I have to get
Reputation went down, I'm sure. He's stupid. Says stupid stuff.
a long while yet.
Help you. I don't like just not having any type of pride. Nah.
Oh well.
I appreciate you.
It was nice to meet
I ain't trying to.
I should probably get going. Get a job and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go clean myself and I'm putting on clothes. This a tavern? No. Hello. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Just clean up a little bit. Get dirty. All right. Yeah, I do have my sword still. Guess that's better. Yeah, it's got blood on it. That's better. Okay. God, we have this beggar stuff is tilts me a little bit. Equipping a pouch will open up slots. Okay. Cool. Select your weapon. Pull it out. Pause. Okay. Cool. I do need to wash myself again because some of my stuff was bloody. Alright, now what am I supposed to do? That was about as clear as mud. I can go find my dog, right? I would like to go apologize to that lady. I'm sure she wants nothing to do with me. All right. Guess I'm not supposed to go in there. I don't need to. I just got out of those. I don't need to go back. I need to start picking locks and crap. I'm looking for the blacksmith. No, I don't want to skip time. I want to see the map. All right. Okay. Nest, Trusky, yep. Tavern. Taylor. I don't have no bread. Okay. So, I guess we need to go to these exclamation points first. That looks like something.
Greetings to you.
Hello.
And he wanted to do it. What the hell? Raus, du Bastard!
What you say to me?
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me,
okay.
But excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
What I'm hearing is we need to go swimming.
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
Absolutely nothing.
Well,
what's done is done.
Nothing. What would you like?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest...
Well, how do I lose reputation?
I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
What do they want me to do? What do they want me to say? I'll go get it for you. No.
You knows that after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Alright.
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St.
Speaking in tongues. What did he say?
Herr von Bergo does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes
what language is he speaking?
Outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Hat in
Nichts
hat.
weiter. Just that they play at being educated men.
Hilarious.
Along with the scribe Geibel, they're always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for
Sick of
wares?
hearing this guy talk already.
What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And further north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Understood, understood. Nothing really to trade.
What do you have for sale?
Okay. Understand. We already have a sword. I don't need any arrows or anything like that. All right. Cool.
Schade.
Appreciate you.
Wiedersehen.
Oh, he's a bodyguard. That's what's up. Alchemy bench. Where? Am I tripping? Hey, my fault, my fault. Nah, leave. I'm still looking for the blacksmith. Obviously, he's not that way. So those are tradesmen. Shut your mouth. Shut up talking to me. Anything in here of note? Scribe. Is that this dude? I don't think so. Hello, hello horses. Let's see you. Alright. Not gonna lie, horses in real life make me greatly uncomfortable. Smokehouse. Alright.
Greetings to you.
Musician.
Good day to you.
No. We I don't need to play no dice right now, man. I don't need to trade. I want to know where. Okay, this is blacksmith. I just went the wrong direction. That's on me. That's on me. Hello. Welcome. It's carpenters. Yeah. What tripping? What's going on right now? Hey, you in the hat. Who are you? Okay. Nobody of importance. What are you begging? What is going on here? Why can I not find the stupid blacksmith? Sorry, I'm starting to get heated again. There's no reason it's this difficult.
Greetings.
All right, forget it. I'm going to my marker. Maybe that's where it is. Or let's look at the map one more time. Let's see. Everything's very far. What is this? Alchemy bench. Okay. I know what happened to Mutt. See, Tomcat. And this was what? Help the miller. No, I don't want to help the miller. I want to see the blacksmith. This is blacksmith? Yes. Alright, so we gotta go to B. B is where we're headed. What's he doing all the way down here then? That's a little confusing to me. I've never claimed myself to be a smart man though. I was just assuming that it'd be in town somewhere.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Yada. Yada. I wonder when I can get a horse. It's pretty far for me to be running. I'm gonna hold you. Especially with this fella yelling, breathing in my ear so hard. All right, I know. Well, look, you want to run across some ruffians so I can take their stuff. They have nothing of value. I'd be absolutely cool with just running across some bandits. I'm assuming we can't fast travel there now, right? I didn't see that option. Discovered a nest. Okay, how do I... Alright. I don't think I can do that. I don't have an arrow or anything. Bow and arrow. Or rock. I ain't trying to knock down that nest anyway. I really don't need it. Alright. We have made it to where I believe is... Well, we may be able to get a weapon or two. Okay. Takov. Alright, let's not waste time. I don't know what's going on. I just want to get to the blacksmith.
That's a fine maypole.
What's a maypole? Yep.
How can I help you today, friend?
Hear about that job.
Here then.
You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
Yes, he did.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son, didn't you?
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed.
Facts, facts.
As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure
Okay.
thing.
I hope he's gonna teach me how.
Right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Cool.
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Thank you. Let's see. Prove myself.
I'm sorry. Stop faffing about and get to work.
What you want from me, bro? You're A.
Are you gonna get started then?
Yes, I'm gonna get started. Please be quiet. I don't think you're supposed to put that on the ground. Alright.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. It works.
Okay. Yeah.
But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now. Come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Okay.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are.
Alright, hold on. I gotta get my...
Ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Okay.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Pretty sure it needs to.
It's cooled now.
Yeah.
You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put
To
it
the
back in
forge.
the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again.
Oh. I'm annoyed with this already. It's kind of cool though. Not gonna lie. It's pretty cool that you get to do this. All right.
Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Sparks are flying nicely. Well struck. The sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going.
You ain't heard this fool whistling this entire time?
That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it?
That's some nice whistling, he says. Alright.
Well struck.
How long does this one take?
There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it.
Sweet.
The sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. Now you have to sharpen it? Okay. Slash damage. Cool.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got
Can't
that?
go wrong.
Or is there something else you want to ask about?
No, figured that out. That's dumb.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Okay, cool. No, figured.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
That's all I
You
need
can
to know.
sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course,
Nice.
you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
Materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury.
Heard.
They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Okay.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Heard that. I heard that. All right. I am going to take a break for now. I will be back on later. I appreciate y'all watching, but yeah, join me, I'd say, in about an hour, and we'll keep on pushing through the story. I think we're finally getting to some interesting things, so we'll just see where the story, gets us later on. But yeah, catch me in here in a little bit. Peace.